It's the Rod and Cyndee podcast, starring Rod Lyman and Cyndee Mooby. Hi, it's Rod Lyman with the Rod and Cyndee podcast. How are we doing today? We're here at Everything Just Rocks in Tempe, Arizona, and you'll never guess who we have in the studio today. Her name is
Cyndee. Me, all the way from Maine.
Cyndee's back in town. You know, I was going to get that song, you know, Cyndee's back in town. But no,
What is that from?
That was a song somewhere.
I think you're just making stuff up.
I just made that up. Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
You're
Yes.
welcome. Absolutely.
It's great to be back here
Yes.
live and with the audience live out there.
Audience. Hey, audience. Yes, the audience out there. They're really kind of meek and mild tonight.
They are.
Yeah. More alcohol. Just kidding. More cowbell. Anyway, yeah, that's a joke, inside joke. Well, you have somebody really beautiful right next to you. Do you know who this person is?
I do. Do you?
I do also on that.
Oh,
and I'm going to say her name so that she knows who she is. So that
Oh, great.
Just getting her ready, prepared for that. Her name is Lara Snedeker.
Boy, I'm glad somebody knows who I am because I have a really hard time remembering. And it's Schneider.
Did I say Snedeker?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, it's Snyder.
No, it's all good.
Oh, my gosh. As long as I've known this lady and I butchered her last name.
It's all right. It's my married name. Nobody cares.
Oh, all right. We'll just go with that. Hey, honey, who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm the local coordinator for Phoenix Pagan Pride Day.
Oh, my gosh. I just love this. I got a lot of questions for you because there's a lot of stuff out there about this.
Yeah, there is.
Because people still to this day ask questions about it. You know, but
Like, what is it?
So Pagan Pride Day basically is a great big festival. It's made specifically so that passersby, when they see it, they get interested and they go, oh, what's going on? So what we do is we have an open space where we have vendors and healers and readers and food and all kinds of fun stuff that goes on. And we have ceremony and we tell people basically who we are and what we do.
right, okay. So give me just a little bit of scenario. If I've never heard of Pagan Pride before, what is Pagan Pride? Is it about witches and things like that?
So Pagan Pride basically is not just about witches. I think that's a big misconception.
Oh, exactly. Absolutely.
It's about anybody who practices polytheism.
Oh, practices, what was that word?
Polytheism?
Oh, polytheism.
So somebody who worships many gods.
Right, exactly.
So it's not just witches, but it's also druids and people who practice hoodoo and heathens and Native American.
It's quite
They're in
interesting.
that category as well.
Quite interesting. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So how long have you been in it?
In Pagan Pride, or how long have...
The whole story. The
whole story. Well, I started when I was 20.
And you're what, 22?
I'm way older. I'm 40 something. So, so I started when I was 20. I started learning about what I term the left-handed path or the path of the goddess.
Right.
And then,
I like that.
well, I said the left-handed path to somebody else, and she thought it was reference to the gay community, and I said, "Oh, maybe it is. I don't know." But I learned something new. There we go. So maybe it is. But I'm referencing to the left-handed path of the goddess. So, started when I was 20, and then I started learning about paganism and Wicca, and I started taking classes, learned about the tarot, all the basic stuff that people would usually do. And it's been a very, very long, interesting journey.
Oh, I bet.
So, and everybody has their own story of
Right,
how they
exactly.
started and why they do it. And
Right, exactly.
so
So this is just on a personal note.
Yeah.
For me, is one of the questions I have, and that is there such thing as a good witch and a bad witch?
there is such thing as a good person and a bad person.
Okay, thank you.
So the witch or the druid or the Christian or whoever it is that you want to talk about is incidental.
Okay, absolutely.
It's whoever the person is. And that's the same thing that goes for magic too.
Right, absolutely.
There's either a good person or a bad person. It all depends on how they decide they want to use it.
Exactly. Wow. I'm glad you put it that way, because that's been my idea. It's when people come in spirituality and that it's like, well, there's the good witch and the bad witch. Well, I mean, I don't get it, but I had to ask that question because there's a lot of people that ask that question.
Sure.
I think too many people have watched the Yellow Brick Road,
The Wizard of Oz.
Yes,
Yeah.
the Wizard of Oz too often.
No, I'm a big fan of that show, Wicked. To be honest with you.
Yeah. So about the Pagan Pride and that, why is this important to have such a beautiful thing?
Because it helps to dispel rumors of what people are.
Just like we just talked about.
Exactly. Because it's like, so that's like somebody putting a generalization on Muslims.
Okay, yep.
They're not all the same.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of really, really good people out there who are Muslim.
Right, exactly.
And not everybody is, not like we just said it, not everybody's a bad person.
Right, exactly. I agree with that 100%. And that, so what kind of people attend to this?
All kinds of people. People who like anime.
Say that again, please.
Anime?
No.
Say, what kind of tell us
Anime.
Anime.
Yeah.
Anime, yes,
know
the
what that
cartoon.
is, right,
Cyndee
cartoon stuff.
will have no idea because it's cartoon.
It's Japanese cartoons.
Yes.
So people who are into that, people who are into comic books, people who are into the metaphysical, people who are into anything that's, like stuff that people do here at Everything Just Rocks.
Right.
People who do healings and readings, and people who don't do any of that stuff, who are just curious about it and they want to know more about what it is.
Well, exactly. I mean, there's a curiosity that I even have. It's been years since I've been in spirituality. I'm still curious about stuff like that. There's so much to learn about all these different things.
Yeah, there really is.
Yep.
So when you have these Pagan Pride events, is it kind of like the Renaissance events in a sense? Do people dress up or?
Yeah, there's people that dress up. It's not so much of a Renaissance thing as it is a celebration of what we do and sharing everything that we have with the community.
And it's only once a year?
It's once a year, yes.
And so when you celebrate, are you celebrating all the different seasons, all the different like deities like you were talking about, or just anything and everything? Nothing really specific?
Basically what we do is, this is a whole, it's kind of one great big workshop, because we're teaching the general public about who we are and what we are. And we're probably going to mention different things about the seasons and the holidays that we celebrate. Mm-hmm. But we have workshops, and we have, we've actually got an expert panel of 6 people who are going to talk about what they do specifically. We have somebody who's going to talk about hoodoo, and another one who's going to talk about druidity. Someone who's going to talk about Wicca. That's going to be a whole Q&A thing.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
I think I need to go check this out, because I don't think I know a lot of this.
No, I
know
don't.
some of it.
Exactly. It's just, this is kind of
It'd be
cool.
great. The audience agrees
Audience
too.
agrees too. Yeah, their audience is going, yeah, this is what we need to check this stuff out, because we don't know any of this stuff, just like, what type of pagans are there? Are they all just witches, or are they
so
just
many?
Wow.
And not all pagans are witches.
So thank you. I was trying to figure out how do you just describe paganism, I guess, in a sense, just in a short little term.
Paganism is somebody who basically worships the earth.
Oh, perfect.
We'll just say it that in a generalized way.
So they're a Gaia lover.
Right, pretty much.
Oh, I love it. That's really awesome. I like that. Mm-hmm. Is that cool?
Me too. Yeah.
Well, because you're about Earth, Cyndee. I mean,
yeah.
There's something that you would like to, maybe you should get into this.
Maybe I should.
You should look into this. You know that?
Maybe I should go to this thing, this beautiful event, and
What,
check it
this,
out.
yeah, it's November 3rd,
It's
correct?
November 3rd from 9 to 5 at Steele Indian School Park.
Indian School Park. Oh my God, I love that place. I really do. It's a nice place.
It
to
is.
bring you up to. There's a lot of good energy around there too. And is that why you guys picked it, because of the energy of it?
We've had Pride there before in the
Oh,
past,
really?
and yeah, it does have a lot of good energy.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So if so, let's say I'm coming there, okay, and I
Okay.
just want, and I'm not really sure who I am or what I want to be participating. Do I have to participate in any of the stuff?
The short answer is no.
And the long answer
You
is
do not have to participate. I mean, in a way, you're participating just by being there and being
Right.
curious and finding out what things are about. But you can just be a silent observer if you want.
oh, interesting.
The thing that I would ask people to do is just be respectful of what other people are doing as far
Oh.
as ceremony.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's a ceremony. When you used to hear ceremony, there has to be some sort of respect anyway.
Right. So we have 3 ceremonies that are going to happen that day. We have one at 9 a.m. that's going to be headed by Renee Demoiselle.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to do a harvest ceremony, and she's going to include a spiral dance.
A spiral dance.
You know what a spiral dance is?
No, please show
It's
us.
when everybody holds hands, and one person leads the way, and they just kind of dance in a spiral.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
So everybody they just keep going and
It's real easy. You can't mess it up, and it kind of raises the energy.
Oh,
I like that.
well, you like dancing, Cyndee, so you'd love something like that.
Yeah.
So
Our audience does too.
So then at 12, we're going to have an Osatru ritual, which is heathen. Heathens are more about the Germanic gods, about
Oh, yeah.
Odin and Freya.
Yeah, yep.
And his, that's by Jason Hanrahan, and he's going to be doing one focused on ancestors.
Oh, my gosh. How cool is that?
Super, super cool.
Oh, my God. So how far back does this go?
Goes to 1987 or 97, excuse me. It's when Pagan Pride,
Oh, right.
quote unquote, started. They started off with 17 different groups, and then 2001 was when it started to take off a little bit more. And one of the things that they always have is they have donations. They get food for like our donation this year is for St. Vincent de Paul.
Oh, yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
So we're getting food and clothing donations for them.
Right.
But in 2001, when 9/11 happened, there were a lot of organizations, including Pagan Pride, all around the world. They donated 15,175 pounds of food and goods
Oh,
Wow.
my God.
to the 9/11 relief efforts. And they also did that for Katrina disasters.
Yeah, the crowd's clapping there.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah, you guys get a standing ovation for me for that. That's amazing work. That is. I mean, it's you don't see the stuff. I mean, it's not something that's right in front TV and everything else. And that is like, this is what came from you guys, and that it's amazing.
Well, charity's not something that should. All right. Yes, people should talk about it, and yes, people should advertise it. But people who do the charity don't necessarily look for a pat on the back. They're doing it because they care about people.
Right. So, well, and we don't do charity to get something out of it.
Right.
We do it for the love of what you guys do, and I'm glad that you guys say that because that's amazing, honey. But so let's talk a little bit about So it comes out of 1997. Okay, that the Pagan Pride got together. But let's step back a little further. When did all this start? I mean, really?
Paganism? Is that what you're talking
Huh?
about? Paganism?
Yeah, I mean,
it's
the
like
witches and
centuries
everything
old,
else and that. I
right?
mean, is this goes back to no. It's just off the top of your head. I'm not asking for anything specific in that. Everything. So
It goes back to the beginning of time. It goes back to the very first shaman who danced around the fire so he could have a vision for his clan.
this is what I'm trying to get to. because a lot of people have the idea that this started with a witch trials and everything else and that. And seriously, this is what I've been hearing, and that's why I want them to know that it didn't start with that. I mean, it was ceremonial from way back from the shamans and even further back into a ceremony, the first ceremony, and that this is where it comes from. And that's what I was trying to get to is that
Right. No, I understand.
Beginning of time. I mean, anything time that there was a ceremony, this is what you guys are practicing. This is what you guys are showing and everything else. So this is the proudness that people should have about this, and it should be very ceremonial. It should be a proud thing that to express. That's why I love having you on here, because you're breaking out. All these people that we listen to us that are going to be sitting here going, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. And you're breaking walls down. I love it. Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you for being here. Cyndee, you had a question, I know.
Yeah. Well, did you finish, sharing what you were sharing about the shaman?
There's way too much about that I could share. It would
okay.
it would take up a lot, but
no, that's fine. I just want to make sure that you got what you wanted to say
no,
out.
it's fine.
So, is there a symbol or is there stars? I think I see, or is there some kind of symbols you guys have or represent?
Yeah, a lot of people who practice what I do, a lot of us wear a star. It's a pentacle. Penta is Greek, meaning 5, and gram is also Greek, meaning something written or drawing. Pentagram means 5-pointed star, and it's an occult symbol by the Pythagoreans, and then later it was the philosophers and the magicians. But basically, they wore it because it looks like a man with the head and the 2 arms and the legs.
Yep, absolutely.
In fact, way back when Judeo-Christianity started, the Christians are the ones that wore a lot more stars than crosses, because they believed that to be a sacred symbol.
Absolutely.
They believed it to be protective.
Right. So is it like the Star of David and everything else too?
It's kind of sort of like the Star of David. It's more attributed to the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life.
The Kabbalah. There you go. Absolutely. The Tree of Life. See, that even is more ancient knowledge than that goes way back.
It is.
So it's awesome. This is because everything you talk about is about ancient knowledge. And it's a knowing. I love that. Mm-hmm. So you saw the star then, Cyndee. You said that you're impressed by that. Because that question you asked.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
She's wearing one right now.
Yep. I got this when I first started. When I first started my path, I've had it a long, long time.
Oh my gosh.
It's got a moonstone in the middle.
Oh,
nice.
beautiful.
You like moonstone?
Yes.
That's because it has something to do with femininity or something like that?
Right.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
The moon is feminine or something? I think you guys...
I didn't understand that at the time. I just got it because it was pretty.
Right. Well, Cyndee's got this... I know she's got this really beautiful moonstone that she wears around her neck, and it's like, look at me, I'm a woman.
Yeah, I definitely do that.
Is that what you do?
while I
Is
dance.
that what you're actually doing when you do that? Exactly. So how does this event... does it cost a lot, and where does the question? I love this question because this is a question that a lot of people ask, and that it's like, does it cost a lot, and where does the money go?
So it depends on where you're going to hold it.
Okay.
So if like TON, which is Tucson Area Witches Network, this year they're having their Harvest Festival in a church.
Okay.
So it may be that somebody donated that, or they said you could have this for a small fee or whatever it is. They might have some kind of agreement with them. We're having it Steel Indian School Park, so that's fairly sizable amount of money.
Right.
And what we do is we have fundraisers and raffles.
Right.
In fact, on October 6th, we're having a chili potluck.
Oh, really?
So
well, that sounds like fun.
it's going to be a chili cook-off and mean mead competition.
I love it.
You got to enter that.
Yeah.
The chili
Right.
kick. Yeah. I think
Chili
you would.
cook-off?
Yeah, I think you should.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because you're a really good cook. You really are.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, I had your spaghetti last night. It was really good.
I do have my moments.
She does. It's really good. She had McDonald's the night before she cooked for me. And then, then last night was spaghetti and meatballs.
Spaghetti's good.
Yeah, she did a really good job. She did not burn the spaghetti. It was really good. Oh, she made Alfredo sauce, too. I forgot about that. That was really good, too. That's what she cooked for a birthday party. Really? I'm just going to get that look of that.
I have a question.
Yes.
All right. Good. Change the subject here.
So I understand this event is in November the 3rd. Do you guys get together and have events throughout the year? Like, say, for example, we're, September 14th today, and I know that the fall equinox is coming up. Do you do anything for that to celebrate that or
Yeah, there are different groups. In fact, there's going to be a Mavon celebration coming up pretty shortly. I believe Grove of the Rising Phoenix is putting it on.
Oh, okay.
So there are different groups around the valley that have different celebrations. There's Grove of the Rising Phoenix. There's Sacred Spiral Church out in the East Valley.
I've heard of that place before.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're a
really
nice
cool
group.
place. Yes, they are. Yeah, really nice. I like that. Very good job for that, having those beautiful places there.
Yeah, so usually these different places will all have, or these different groups will all have an event.
Right. So,
Nice.
Are you done with that question? Because
Yeah.
I'm itching for these other questions. You ready for
Okay.
these? All right. So here's one of my favorite questions. So the rest of the year, what do you do?
I don't do anything. I just work. No, but
Oh my gosh.
I got into this late. I got into this in March, and usually we start in January preparing.
Right, exactly.
So,
Do you hold other events? I mean, and what I'm saying, because I went to a cauldron get together, and that was really exciting. I loved it. It was fun and everything, but it was like shh. Everybody had to be quiet. There it was very ceremonial, and that it was beautiful, but it was hush hush the whole time. So, do you guys do other stuff like that?
no, we have other events. Like next year, I'm already planning for next year.
Oh, good. For you.
So we'll have a lot more stuff going on. Like I'd really like to do a pagan idol.
Oh, pagan idol.
Like
I gotta see that.
like singing and stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah,
So,
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I love that.
yeah,
How cool is
Sounds
that?
like
it'd be fun.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh, what will you be doing at the event?
I'm gonna be there at 6 a.m, and I'm gonna be very visible for people who want to complain or say, "Hey, where can I find this?" Or no, but that's what I do. I have to field questions and
Yes.
or point people in the direction of where they need to go, or hey, where can I find that, or even I gotta have all my paperwork with me in case some official comes up and says, "Hey, I need to see your paperwork for it." Okay, here it is.
So you don't do any readings or anything like that?
No.
You're one of the coordinators, director type running the show.
I'm the coordinator director. I can't do anything except be visible. So
Gotcha. All right.
That's too bad because you got a lot of talents too yourself. As a human person. Too.
oh, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Just so people that don't know, I'm going to throw this out there that she makes she does wire wrapping here at Everything Just Rocks, and that's how I got to know her a little better. And she does some amazing work with her wire wrap. I'm very impressed by it. I was so impressed by that. I then saw you do dream catchers, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how can a person have so much talent? Wire wrapping and dream catchers, two of the things that are just so cool. And I'm very impressed by that. You're very impressive.
Thank
in that
you.
aspect. Absolutely. So are you? What role do you play as a pagan? Are you a witch? Are you a wizard? I don't know. See, I don't know this, so I'm asking.
I'm what you would call eclectic.
What's
That's somebody who just takes whatever they like from different things and they say, yeah, I like that. I'm going to incorporate that into what I do.
I like that.
I like that a lot. Eclectic.
I like a lot of stuff.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely. That's why you're so talented in so many different things.
Oh, well,
Well, that's kind of cool that you can be eclectic and stuff. So do you do spells?
not really. I mean, I do, but only when it's really necessary.
Oh,
because
interesting.
it's not, spells aren't really, I don't think that they're necessary to do all the time.
Okay.
Only when you're having, I think maybe when you're having a little bit of trouble with something, you kind of need an extra push.
Right.
You do
right.
something to focus a little bit more on what you want the end result to be. So,
Well, that's kind of cool, though.
yeah.
So that, I mean, could you ever teach spells?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's not just predatory towards to be a witch or anything else. That
Anybody can do a spell
Okay.
because a spell is very similar to a prayer. You're
Thank you.
looking for a specific end result to whatever it is that you're doing.
that's perfect.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
And
I
some
love
people will argue that it's not, and that's okay
Right.
because that's what they see and that's what they know. So
And that's your perception.
right.
Exactly. So that's pretty cool. Because I got a spell I want to put on Cyndee.
Not if I get to you first.
It's a
You guys
good
are
one.
killing
It's
me.
a good one. It's a happy one. It's make her smile more.
Okay.
She doesn't smile enough. That's the thing. Because she had way too much fun in Maine. I think that's what it was. Also,
Maine is a great place.
yes, Maine lobsters. Maine lobsters. I know. I know you're from the East Coast too, aren't you?
I am. I'm from Massachusetts.
Oh my gosh! Really? That's really cool. Is that where the witch trials were?
That's where a lot of the in Salem, Massachusetts. Yeah, that's where a lot of the witch trials were.
Why? What are you hitting me for?
That
It's
was
just
good.
that wasn't. Well, it's like it dawned on me that
No, but that's a good question because that's where a lot of them happen. It's not the only place that it happened.
Right. No, but that was the main focus. That
So Salem has the biggest rap for that because it's in Salem, Massachusetts, but it actually the majority of it happened in Danvers because Danvers was the original Salem.
really.
There's actually a big tree out there where a lot of people were hung, and they would just let them die and leave their bodies down on the ground. A lot of people they did a lot of horrible things to people, and there was one man that was pressed to death.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't even listen to that. That really bothers me. Really, that's a long time ago. That's still just hearing about that we were that type of people back then.
We're still that type of people.
Well, in a sense, yes, we are.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That it's not a good thing.
It's not.
No, absolutely.
It's not. And not all of those people were witches either.
No, that's true. That's very true. They just, yeah. You know, it's like if somebody just knew just a little bit about it or just didn't care about it. You know, some of the stories that growing up that I heard about it, and that was, you know, this would prove that you're this or this would prove that you're that. And I'm not going to get into religion or anything else than that, but there's always have to be a proof for something. So it was one word against the other usually. Mm-hmm. And if you were just a little different, you never could. You were wrong. There's something wrong with you if you're just a little different.
You didn't even have to be different. There could be people feigning a seizure, saying, "Oh, they bewitched me." That's it. You were done.
See, that's exactly right. Yeah, absolutely.
They would have a quote unquote trial, and regardless of what happened,
Well,
that was it.
I guess we got to learn a little more about this than we really actually wanted to. That's crazy. Because I mean, there is a dark side to some of this. Not to some of it, to everything that.
Yeah,
there's
sure.
a dark side to it. It has to do with spirituality and everything else, and belief system in itself has a dark side to it. And I'm so glad that that's changed and things have come back around and people are now really starting to realize this and like having the Pagan Pride and how amazing this is that to get the information out there to people, what was really happening.
People are certainly more open nowadays than they've been in the past. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. But still back where I've come from, that this would be a no-no.
Right.
And so I'm very sure that my hometown will probably not listen to some of this because they're not as open-minded, you know. There's a few there, and I love them for that, and I love you guys, but there's going to be some people that, you know, aren't open-minded to it. Just give it a try. Just listen to it. I mean, the things you guys have done, you've done charity work, you do all this great stuff for people and everything else. Now, it's about kindness and loveness and coexisting in many ways.
Right.
That's what it is about.
Mm-hmm.
So So give Cyndee and I kind of a scenario. What Cyndee and I decide we're going to come down to the beautiful ceremony. What are we expecting to see, and what are we expecting to? What's going to happen to us? Do we have to pay a cover charge or whatever?
No. This is a free event. Okay. So you're going to come down, and we're going to have 2 information booths. You'll get a little pamphlet, a little map of the park and who's there, and the different vendors. We're going to have food trucks. We're going to have, so like I said, we're going to have vendors like Modern Mythos. Everything Just Rocks is going to be there. Of Earth,
Everything Just Rocks is going to be there?
Everything Just Rocks is going to be there. She's going to have a booth.
Really? I did not know that.
I'm having a booth decorating contest.
Nice.
So what I did was I picked a different Major Arcana tarot card for every booth, and then they have to build their booth based off of that card.
I love it. That's great.
Isn't that awesome?
I love it.
So did Everything Just Rock get their card
Yeah,
already?
she got her card. I'm not telling you what it is, though. It's a surprise.
Seriously? It's a surprise? Oh,
Yeah.
so can't tell. Oh, my
No.
gosh. I can't wait to go down there and see what kind of...
I know.
This
It's
is
going to be great.
Oh
I'm
my
really
gosh,
excited
this is
for
gonna be
that.
awesome. Could you imagine getting the hangman?
A hangman's not necessarily bad.
No. I know, but can you just think about what... that was my imaginative mind going. It's like, what could I do if I got the hangman? I just hang everything upside down.
I have to tell you, there was one friend who said, "Oh, I want the death card." And I said, "You'll get whatever spirit gives you." So then I was going through the cards, and I was just kind of thinking of the people every time I picked a card. And I was thinking of that person, and the death card came up, and I'm like, son of a gun. So I texted him and I said, "Hey, I know you're on vacation, but I just wanted to let you know what you got." And I said, "I didn't do anything. It wasn't my fault. This is what happened." So he was super happy about it.
Oh, I bet.
Yay.
I bet he is. Oh, my gosh. That's awesome. So do you have any more booths open?
So, no. No.
That was really short.
No.
No.
Well, yeah, we actually filled up on booths 2 months ago. It filled up really, really quick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So people are still contacting me, and I have to turn them away. But
Nice.
I go, you can still volunteer if
Right.
you want.
There
We
you
still
go.
have, you can do this, or you can do this. You can be involved, or you could just come down and enjoy the day if you want.
Maybe Rod and Cyndee podcast could sit down there and
You could do
and
that.
do a podcast right from there.
Well, Millennial Podcast is also going to be there. They're going to be doing a podcast at the same time. Maybe
let's go
you guys
heckle
could
them.
talk to each other.
Let's go heckle them. Let's go heckle the Millennial Podcast. If they're going to be down there, we're going to go heckle them at the Rod City Podcast.
Sorry, Autumn.
I love Autumn. Never mind. I wouldn't do that to them. They're beautiful. They're beautiful people.
They're
Yeah,
nice. They're very
absolutely.
nice.
So no, that sounds like fun though. That's
We're also going to have the ASU Quidditch team is going to be there.
What is that?
Quidditch, it's a Harry Potter game.
Quidditch.
Quidditch.
It's like quit doing that.
No,
witch.
no.
That's what it sounds like.
Not like that. No, but they don't fly around in brooms, but they have these PVC pipes.
Okay.
They run around with a PVC pipe between their leg, and they have deflated balls, and they play the game that is very similar to the movie
the movie where they have
Harry Potter. They fly around on brooms,
Brooms,
and
right.
you have to catch a snitch.
That's right. Yeah.
But they're going to do a full scrimmage, and they're going to show the kids how to play.
Oh, cool.
that is really cool.
So that's going to be a lot of fun.
So did you find a ball that flies around?
No.
Oh.
It's a person on the team. He wears like a yellow shirt, and he's got like a ball in his thing. I don't know. He runs around, and you have to catch him. And he like plays tricks on you and climbs trees and.
So because this is a podcast, we picture everything, imagine everything.
Right.
So it's a guy in yellow with a ball on his thing. That's how I saw it. I mean,
Well-
seriously, in my head. A guy
So
with a
anyway.
ball in his yellow shirt.
Yeah,
Ball
yellow
thing.
shirt. So that's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a lot of different. Stop it. There's going to be a lot of different workshops. They're all free. The workshops are all free.
Oh, what type of workshops?
There's going to be meditation, manifestation, druid magic.
Druid magic.
Druid magic. That's going to be taught by Mark Bailey.
Oh, Mark Bailey's
Mark
gonna be there?
Bailey, yeah.
Yes.
He's actually on the panel. We know him as the Shiny Druid.
The shiny druid. I
Shiny
love
druid.
it. Oh my gosh.
Well, he usually wears that scale mail that his wife made,
Right.
Janice.
Yep.
So
Oh my gosh. That's going to be awesome.
we're also going to have a despotic bardic competition.
Say that again one more time.
Despotic bardic competition.
And you wonder why I got your last name wrong.
No. So that's going to be hosted by Ren Spidell. She's a musician.
Sounds familiar.
She and her husband have a band called Dreamwalker Collective.
Dream of the Collective? Is that what you
Dreamwalker Collective.
said? Dreamwalker Collective. Gotcha.
And she's really multifaceted and multi-talented, but she's basically, it's going to be open to people of all ages, and she'll have like little gifty things to give everybody. She'll have a basket of stuff and she'll be like, no, you were no good. Here, take this rock. Get off stage.
I love it. I love it. This sounds like a lot of fun.
No, right? It does sound like a lot.
Is there going to be? You said there's going to be food there, right?
There is. We have a few food
Cyndee,
trucks.
Cyndee, there's food there.
Okay, good.
So there's food. We like food.
We've got we have one food truck. I think he's in fact, I think it's a Greek food truck, and he's going to have vegan options. I know. Angel's all like, yeah, I am there.
I am there.
And then we've got a hot dog guy.
A hot dog guy.
A hot dog guy.
Greek food and a hot
And
dog
a hot
guy.
dog. No, but we're getting one or two more vendors.
Oh, nice.
So we're
Absolutely.
expecting a really big turnout.
Well, we got the spaghetti woman here. What think about her? She can come make
She
her
needs
spag-
her food vendor's license.
Yeah, you
Do you
probably
have a food
that.
handler's license?
Yes, she does.
Do you?
Yeah, you do. You have a food.
She's saying no.
It expired.
Did it really?
Yeah.
What were you doing in Maine the whole time in Maine? You're handling food.
It's handling food. Got a license. But I didn't have to have one. The director did.
It's like up against the wall, Cyndee. Where's your license? We need your food handler's license now. Stat. Oh my gosh, this sounds like so much fun. Why is it so long far away?
It's not far away.
It's November
at all.
3rd. That's a long ways away.
It's going to be tomorrow, practically. Every time I wake up, I'm like, it's not Pagan Pride yet, but it's almost here. Oh my gosh, how much more do I have to do?
Well, there's something we talked about this a little bit, and then we have to kind of just add this to it. That is, there's two different things that go on in Phoenix, Arizona. There's Pagan Pride, and then the Pride Parade.
Oh, yes.
So there's two different things that go on, and they're totally different things, also, right?
Yes,
Well-
and they're all at that park too.
Yeah.
Yes. So Pagan Pride, the name, owes its name origins to the gay pride movement.
Oh, okay.
So it's, that's just kind of the way that it went.
Okay.
So
that's where it's got its name from, basically. Right. Okay. So nice. Well, that's kind of cool, though. It's because, this year was the first time when Cyndee and I actually went down to the Pride Parade.
how was it?
Oh, my
was
God.
fun.
It was so
great.
much fun. We were screaming and hollering. Cyndie's out in the middle there hollering at people, give me a necklace. Yeah. She's hollering at them, at everybody. But she also had one of the queens was a friend of hers. Mm-hmm. And so we were there supporting him and everything. It was so much fun. I never had this much fun in my whole entire life.
Yeah, I bet it was a lot of fun.
So it was just, I ran out and took selfies with people that were walking and that. I was like,
Yeah.
look at me. Cause you know me and selfies,
Sure.
that. So, we got to meet some really cool people there. And everybody that was sat in our area, we says, we'll meet here next year, same time. So it was my first year and it was so much fun. And I have not stopped talking about it. So.
And my mom, she went crazy and bought a bunch of, rainbow stuff from the vendors. And she was so rainbowed out, you couldn't even see her.
So so this is what is making me excited about this, because when I come there this year, it'll be my first year for the Pagan Pride. And how exciting is this going to be? I'm excited about this because I love experiencing new things.
I'm excited about it. It's going to be wicked.
Wicked.
It's going to be
God.
wicked.
That is an awesome way to put it. It's going to be wicked.
It is. It's an East Coast thing. So
Is there a fun dress code or
you can
just
wear
whatever you want?
pretty much whatever you want. We're going to have a lady there that is going to dance with a snake.
A snake dancer?
She's a snake dancer. Yeah. We're gonna
Check
have
the audience out.
stuff-
Check the eyes out on the
No,
audience.
I
Look at
know.
everybody. They're like,
my
yeah.
vendor coordinator has already said, "I love you, but when she's performing, I'm gonna be on the other side of the park.
Well,
You can call me if you want. I won't be near there because I'm not good with snakes.
It's got to be a safe snake, though, right?
I'm sure the snake is fine.
Exactly. I'm sure the snake is fine. I like that. That will be the sign next to the snake dancer.
snake
I'm
is
sure
fine.
the dance is fine.
Don't mind the snake.
Don't mind it. Cyndee, go pet the snake.
Yeah, no.
No.
I love it.
We're gonna have live music.
Oh, cool.
Raven Black is gonna be there.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She performed there last year. She's really
Okay.
amazing.
Raven Black.
Raven Black.
Is she an acoustic singer?
She
or
is an acoustic singer.
Okay, that's
yes.
where. Yeah. All right. Yeah, she's. I've heard some of her stuff. She's pretty good. I like
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
she is.
Yeah.
She's got some great stuff.
Yeah.
We're also going to have the Goblin Market there.
Oh, you got to tell me more about
So the
Goblin.
Goblin Market, this is a group that was affiliated with the Fairy Festival. So they dress up like goblins,
Right.
and they go up to kids, and they have like buttons and stuff to trade, and they're like, "What can you trade for this?"
No way.
Seriously, they're so fun. And
Oh my god.
the market master, the Goblin Market Master, Robert, he's a really sweet guy. Really, really nice guy. And
my
he's gonna be there with a bunch of his friends.
It's a
Doing the
precious, my
Goblin Market.
precious
Yes,
little
my
precious. My precious. You have a ring for me, my precious.
We're also gonna have Patricia Ballantyne.
Oh, I love Patricia.
She
Oh my
wrote
gosh.
she wrote a book
Yeah,
called
My
My Grandma's a Witch.
Yeah.
She's gonna do a reading for the kids, and then she's gonna give away a whole bunch of her books.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, remember her? She used to come down. I love Patricia. Oh my gosh, she's just amazing.
And then our closing ceremony is going to be done by June Rettinger.
Who's that?
June Rettinger Obalo.
Why does that sound familiar?
I met her when I first moved here. What she did, what she still does, is she brings people from different Native American groups to the city so that they can do workshops and raise money for their tribes.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I know who you're talking about. Yes.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is. Oh gosh, yes, absolutely. She does a lot of great work for the
She
tribes.
does.
Yeah. Oh, this is very impressive.
We're also going to have the Kaupuli Teokali Olin.
Can you say that one more time?
Kaupuli Teokali Olin. What that means, Kaupuli is a community. Teokali is God House or House of Sacred Ceremonies. And Olin is moving forward with a full and committed heart. And they're going to be there giving people blessings and helping them to
Oh my gosh.
basically dump their negative energy. They're amazing.
I love it. Help dump their negative energy.
They're
That's
gonna,
amazing.
They're going to do a full 1 hour workshop helping people do that.
Oh my gosh.
And we're also going to have.
Do you know what time is that in the afternoon or morning? Do you know what-
That's at 10 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, that's the perfect in morning time for that.
And then we're also going to have who was I just going to talk about? We've got so much stuff going on.
You do. This
I
is
just-
amazing stuff. I mean, we're there, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we're there in a second. You excited about this?
Yeah,
No, well,
absolutely.
It's too,
Oh, so that's what I remember. I was going to talk to you about the spirit room.
yes.
So the spirit room, that's where we're going to have free readings and healings. So there's going to be different people sitting there. You can go and pick whoever you want to get a reading or a healing, and they'll give you like 5 minutes of their time or 10 minutes of their time.
Oh my gosh,
And you can leave them a tip if you like.
that's beautiful.
It's
Do you know what kind of reading? I mean,
There's going to be tarot. There's going to be palm readings. Aaron McNamara is going to be there.
Aaron is
Aaron's
really
going to be there.
Nice.
June actually is going to be doing some readings.
Oh, nice.
Xana is going to be there doing readings.
Really,
Cyndee Green.
Cyndee Green.
Do you know who she is?
Yeah, I know Cyndee
Yeah,
Green.
she's
Absolutely.
our spirit room coordinator.
Oh my gosh. So what kind of healings is it going to be? It's just going to be some energy type healings?
Well, there's going to be energy type healings, and there's going to be actually one of my friends, Teresa. She's a massage therapist.
Oh, it's yeah. I know
So
her.
yeah, there's one or two massage therapists. Oh, and there's Judy. I can't think of her last name at the moment, but she does past life regression.
Oh, that sounds like fun too.
Yeah, and
Wow.
one of the raffle items we got was from her. She's donating a 2-hour past life regression for raffle.
For a
It's a
raffle?
$200 value.
Oh, heck yeah. That's amazing. Wow. I want to win that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I want to know what I was in the past life. Yeah. I want to know what Cyndee was in the past. Maybe I'll give it to her. I think she was no, I won't go there. It's going to be nice. She just got back, so I mean, I got to be nice, right? You got to be nice.
Always.
So what else? I mean, there's going to be food. There's going to be fun. There's going to be dancing. There's going to
Yeah.
be readings. There's going to be all this amazing stuff. I mean, is there going to be lectures too, or anything? Is there going to be some people talking about
Yeah, the
this?
workshops are
workshops.
are mostly lectures. I have a friend who's going to be doing a canning demonstration.
Canning?
Canning, like canning food. Like,
Right,
this,
yeah.
like this is how you do it. Like, because it's something that a lot of people don't do that they want to get back into.
Well, yeah, it's a lost art.
And she actually, her company's name is Something's Brewing.
Something's brewing.
And
I love it.
She makes all kinds of amazing tea.
Nice.
And she's a nurse. So
Really?
she does stuff that helps to actually facilitate your well-being.
right. Oh,
But they have some really cute, funny names that I can't say here because they're not.
appropriate for
Some
it?
not really appropriate. They might be mad.
There's
so.
there's some children in the audience,
Yeah.
so we got to keep this PG. And
But
that.
it's fun, and
Right.
she does great work.
good.
In fact, she's doing YouTube videos now on canning.
That is perfect because that's a lost art. And my daughter in South Dakota, she just learned how to do it, and she cans everything for the last 2 years. That I guess not just learned. She's been canning everything. She's got so much food. She says that she's ready for 2030.
Right?
Yes, really.
bet.
Yeah, so it's awesome. I had some of her pickles. She canned me some pickles.
I bet they were good.
They were amazing. So back to the Pagan Pride.
Yes.
So what else do we have going on
We
there?
have. We're gonna have a dragon egg scavenger hunt.
A dragon egg?
Yes.
Oh, look at them out there. There's like
Yes. There's like 5 dragon eggs,
that's huge.
and well, some of them are kind of big, and then. I haven't quite figured out how the scavenger hunt's going to go yet. But at the end of the day, the eggs are all going to be raffled off. And
Nice.
some of them are really amazing.
Really, there's a lot of
Yeah.
great gifts inside. Huh?
This woman in particular works with dragon energy.
Nice. Really,
Yeah.
that sounds like a lot of fun. I love dragons, and dragon energy is amazing too.
Dragons
so
are, yeah,
that's
they
a
are.
lot of great fun.
Yeah, they
man.
are. I know a few people.
So
that
are
work-
these dragon eggs big enough for Cyndee to fit into?
No.
I was like, could we donate a dragon egg the size of Cyndee and donate Cyndee?
No.
I'm not getting any feedback here, so no, can't.
No.
We cannot donate Cyndee. Sorry, folks, we tried that. It was brought up. They asked, and so I thought I'd ask if it's okay. So
I
but
don't think she'd appreciate it.
Cyndee wouldn't
No.
appreciate it.
No. Being donated.
Probably not.
No.
Probably
Well,
not.
because she doesn't know who she's going to go to.
Well, exactly.
Or what they're gonna do to me.
Oh, I'd bet on her. I'd bet her.
Uh-huh.
I'd raffle. I'd buy some raffle tickets just for her. Yeah, just in case. I was like, well, I thought that'd bring in some good raffles of that. So I have a question that because it's just been. I know you and Cyndee talked about this earlier.
Uh-huh.
That what are those beautiful stones in front of you?
These, this is they're red jasper, actually.
Oh, the red jasper. Beautiful.
Yeah, and this one's a polished one.
Is there any reason why you have red jasper in your in front of you?
Well, I have them here in front of me because I was a little bit nervous about tonight, so I figured I needed something that was grounding but also had a lot of energy.
But you and I know each other. Why would you be nervous about that?
Because I've never done this sort of thing before.
Oh my gosh, dear. We've only had 28,000 downloads. So, I mean, there's not a lot of people
No,
doing
I
it.
know. But I used to be a stand-up in Boston. I did that for 6 years.
What did you stand up next to?
Stand-up comedy.
I know. I love it, Tony. It's like my son's a stand-up comedian, so I just love
Yeah.
it. So it's just getting you
So why would
roused
this
up.
make you nervous then? If you could do that, my
No,
gosh.
I know. This is just a little bit different though because I've been writing for the last 4 hours on all the stuff that I need to talk about. So it makes me a little bit nervous, and I don't want to screw up. And
Well, you didn't screw
because
up.
because
Screw
people
up.
are going to be listening, going, "Oh no, she said that wrong. No, that was wrong."
Oh, those are those Facebook police. You do something wrong, and they're all over you. Then
No, it's all right.
yeah.
So
it's funny. It's on the way here. I was telling Cyndee about this story. There's actually on Facebook. There was these two dogs, and there's a window in between these dogs, and these dogs are snarling. They're biting at each other, and they're because of this window's in between, and they're just really mean at each other and everything else. This lady gets up. She opens the door up, and the dogs look at each other. Oh no! And they turn away and turn away. And she goes on the video. She says, "This is how people fight on Facebook."
no, but that's true.
It is, but it's true. It's like it's really funny to see that because that's how people react to it. Is like, are you serious? Well,
Well, I mean, I'm
Facebook
not
police.
necessarily afraid that somebody's going to say something negative, just that they're going to be disappointed.
You
And
can't
I don't
disappoint
like
anybody.
doing that. So
You cannot disappoint anybody. You did such a great job.
Thank you.
You really
Absolutely.
did that. So,
I learned a lot.
oh, good grief! I learned tons of this stuff. That I think we got like one more question in that, Cyndee. So did you want to ask a question before we kind of wrap this all up?
Well, if you're going to be a vendor, maybe for next year, do you have to pay to be a vendor?
You do have to pay to be a vendor because we have to pay for the space, and that's why we charge vendors.
Yes, makes sense.
This year, because I know what people have paid in the past, and I wanted to try to make it as fair as possible for people because, this isn't about making money. It's about teaching the public about who we are and what we do. And, I want them to make money too, bringing their goods there. So, we do have to charge a fee. And there are other pagan prides that don't, they charge a little bit less, but because of where we're having it,
Right. Yep. Exactly.
that's the price.
Right. Very
So,
beautiful place too.
I do want to mention my sponsors.
Oh, please do.
Real quick.
Yeah, please. Do.
First of all, obviously, there's Everything Just Rocks,
Yay!
Fantasia Crystals,
Yay!
Tanja's Natural Magic,
Yay!
The Astrology Store,
Yay!
Modern Mythos,
Yay!
Kindred Dragons Emporium,
Yay!
Sacred Spirit Child,
Yay!
Desert Magic,
Yay!
Lara's Tangled Web,
Yay!
Dreamwalker Collective,
Yay!
John Valentine,
Yay!
who gave us a really sizable donation. He was here last year, and he was just really impressed
Right.
with everything.
Oh, nice.
And Beth Rodriguez.
Wow! Yay!
Yay.
You got a lot of sponsors.
Yeah.
Honey.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That I love it. I love people being more aware of this and getting this out there. And whatever we can do, that the Rod City podcast, we're going to be there. Just maybe walking around and checking things out. That I love this stuff because this is amazing. I want to experience that, and every time that it's came up, I've always been busy. But this time, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be there.
It's going to be super fun, and
Oh,
I
it
cannot. I'm just every time I think of it, I'm like, oh my god, it's almost here.
To me, it's like a long ways away, but to you, it's
Not
like
for me.
It's like almost here.
Not for me.
Oh my gosh!
And my group, my volunteers, they're all like, Lara, did you do this? Lara, did you do this? Yes, I'm getting there. Because every time, because I'm not the only one that posts on the page.
Right.
They're very business minded,
Right.
which is amazing.
Right.
So they've been doing a fantastic job. We have a great website, which is Pagan
Oh
Pride.
yeah, I saw that.
It's paganpridephx.com.
Nice.
And you can see a list of everything that's going on, or you can go to our Facebook page, Phoenix Pagan Pride.
Yep.
And
Very nice.
we're on Instagram and Twitter.
I saw you on Instagram. Actually,
Yeah.
I follow you.
and
yeah.
I saw you on Instagram.
Yeah.
How
Did you
about
see Cyndee?
I did.
Yeah, Cyndee's there too.
With her big glasses
I
and
love
stuff.
it. I love it. So on behalf of Cyndee and myself, and I'm just so honored to have you here, and that is just amazing. We learned so much. I'd love to have you back on again. That to see how it went or whatever else, and like almost a follow up on this.
Yeah, we could do that.
That'd be kind of
Sure.
fun to see. Maybe have post some pictures and everything else. That I'm going to put all the links on with the podcast so everybody knows where to find you and everything else. That.
Okay. And then also maybe a link for St. Vincent de Paul, because that's our main people that we're doing charity for this year.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
They actually have a wish list of things that they want. So I have that I can give that to you.
absolutely. Yes, please. That because we'll post that right along with everything else. That we love doing stuff like this, and we're so happy for Everything Just Rocks to have us here and allowing us to do this podcast live in front of a live audience. Hi, everybody out there.
Hey, does anybody have a question out there?
Does anybody have any question as we wrap this up? Any questions? We have time for one more question from the audience. Yeah. We don't have time. Lots of questions. No, it's amazing. Thank you guys very much for everybody coming out for this beautiful
Yes,
show.
thank you.
And thank you, Cyndee, for coming back from Maine.
You're welcome.
It was nice to have you back here. Yes. So, and oh my gosh, honey. What
Lara,
an
thank you
honor.
so
Lara,
much.
What an honor.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, we appreciate you too. That was so much fun. That's the Pagan Pride. What an amazing thing. November 3rd. And it's going to be so much fun.
9 to 5.
9 to
Steel
5.
Indian School Park.
Yep, still in the school park. 9
And
to
it's
5.
free.
And it's free. That's the part there. It's free. The free readings and healing, that's where you're going to find me.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Because I'm going to be wandering around that place area for quite a long time. That maybe all the other stuff, because there's a lot of stuff I want to see. So we can dress up, right? Cyndee and I can dress
Yes,
up.
absolutely. In fact, I was going to say, since it's only a few days after Halloween, people with little kids, if they want to bring their kids, if they want to wear their Halloween costumes, they're welcome to.
Nice. This is going to be lots of fun. You guys are awesome. Thank you, honey, for
Thank
very
you.
much. And that it's an honor. It's the Rod and Cyndee podcast. We're honored to be here at Everything Just Rocks. Good night, everybody.
Night.
Bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.